Hi everyone, welcome to Techie Trek Education channel. Today we are going to discuss about cloud computing. So what is cloud computing? Because everybody is moving their business from normal IT solutions to cloud computing, and a lot of developers, architects are also planning to learn cloud computing, right? What are all the interesting thing is there in cloud computing? Okay. So before move on to cloud computing, so nowadays cloud computing is becoming a very good solution, right? So what is the problem happen right now? Then why people are moving to cloud computing? Let's see about it. So first of all, we should know about the on-premise application. What is on-premises? On-premises means in our office we have the CPUs, monitors, and we have the IT resources, right? Those are all called on-premises. So for example, in our offices, we have a lot of servers, monitors, CPUs, and everything is there. So we can use those servers to launch a number of applications, and we are monitoring the applications by various team members, right? Okay. So right now I'm going to explain about one small problem. Okay. So based on that problem statement, we can come to know about it. What is the problem most of the clients are facing and why they are moving to cloud solution. Okay. Okay. So cakes and snacks is one of the online website. So they are doing the e-commerce also in the online. So they are getting the orders. Usually they are getting the orders 9,000 hits or requests per month. They are getting that. So they found that in the festival time, that is the October month to December month is festival time in around all over the world, right? So they are getting lot of hits at that time. So they are planning to increase the hardware and software size, because in the festival time they are getting more orders. So at the time their application is getting slow, so the slower application is providing the poor performance, so the customer don't like to make the orders, make the cakes and snacks order in their websites. So they will move to some other clients, right? So that's the reason they are planning to improve the performance of their application. So how can they improve the performance of the application? They need to increase the hardware size, and they can provide the latest softwares installed in their machines, and try to make the application performances very well. So they invest more money. So in this graph, right, I just give the two bars are there. The bar blue is hardware and the bar orange is software. So this much of money they spend for the investment in their business. So to improve the performance of their business, so they invested nearly 10 lakhs for hardware, like buying new processors, CPUs, and RAM, those kind of stuff they invested. And they invested nearly 13 lakhs for the software purchasing. Like once they install the new hardwares, they need to install the OS, and they need to install the firewalls and other things, right? The security virus patch softwares, those things they need to install it, right? So they installed like nearly 13 lakhs in the October month. So they thought in the December month and in the upcoming time, right? So their business will grow. So that's the reason in the October to December month they install the new hardwares and new softwares also. So the blue bar is going to 20 lakhs, and orange bar is reaching nearly 15 lakhs. But the line is there, right? That line for the October month, the line is showing like 9,000 hits uh, per day. But in the October to December month, right, nearly 23,000 hits or requests per day. So it seems what is the hardware configuration they done, it is fine for them, because in October, before October month, it seems the servers are not able to handle nearly 9,000 hits or requests. But in the hot period like October to December, they can able to handle the requests, and they are getting the nearly 23 requests per day, 23,000 requests per day, and their business is growing very well. So they are very happy. And what they plan, like from the January to next 6 months, right, they are planning to increase the hardware size, because they assume, so last year they get nearly 23,000 requests per day, so this year also they will get more requests per day, their assumption. So that's the reason they increased the hardware and purchased new softwares, and they improved their system performance, right? Unfortunately, they are getting only 17,000 requests per month, not per day. Earlier they are getting 23,000 requests per month, but right now they are getting 17,000 requests per month only. So they really shocked, but they invested more money in the software and hardware configuration. So they are not able to reduce the software or hardware cost, because they are running the application in an on-premises server. So what is the on-premises server? They have the physical server, and the server is installed with these softwares and hardwares. So if they are planning to reduce the hardware size, right, they can't easily remove the CPUs, and they can't sell those CPUs in the market, right, because it is already used CPU. Nobody will ready to purchase our used CPU. Once we purchase it, then that value of the CPU or any of the electronic devices, the value will be getting decreased. So they can't reduce the hardware cost or software cost. So their business is going to loss. So how can they avoid the loss? So they can try to increase the number of hits per request. In the business point of view, like they can introduce new dishes, new recipes, and they can improve the hits or requests. But that is not the proper solution in our IT point of view. Like if as a solution provider like us, we need to help them to provide smart solution for them, instead of asking them to, why can't you improve your business, why are you not introducing more recipes or cakes, like that. We can't ask the question, but we need to provide a smarter solution to them to avoid their expenses. Move on to why cloud computing. So in cloud computing, they are providing the IT resources like processors, memory, servers, databases, and everything through on demand basis, and everything through the internet. Via the internet they are providing these services. Generally we are facing the challenges like growing business demands, high hardware cost, and software feasibility, and network challenges. So for all these challenges are making the maintenance cost is high, right? So to cut this cost and the maintenance headaches, we can go to the cloud computing solution. Let's see that what are all the solution providers in the cloud computing point of view. There are five major cloud computing providers are there. First one is Amazon Web Services, that is called AWS, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, Oracle Cloud, and IBM Cloud. AWS and Google Cloud are the major cloud service providers in the world. Okay. So in the above problem statement, we are going to provide the solution in cloud computing point of view. So in this slide, I just give the cloud computing solution based on the AWS services, AWS's cloud providers point of view. Because everybody is having a different type of components, different naming conventions. So I don't want to make a confusion on that. So first of all, the S3 bucket. What is the S3 bucket? S3 bucket is used to store the files in the cloud server. Generally in our CPU we are storing the files in hard drive. In the same way we can store the files in S3 bucket in cloud environment. And if you want to install any databases, right, in cloud they have the different kind of database services also there. RDS, DynamoDB, Elastic Cache, Redshift, those database services also there. Also you can install whatever the database you want that. For example, if you want the MySQL, PostgreSQL, whatever you want that, you can choose it in the cloud computing console. So AWS will provide one console, one window they will provide that. So through that you can choose what are all the environment you want to install in your cloud server. Okay. So next one is, if you see in that right side, right, right side down, that compute is there. So in compute, that EC2 is there. EC2 is a server, so it's a electronic cloud computing. So in that EC2 server you can install your web servers and other servers in your cloud environment. So to connect the S3 bucket, database servers, web servers and everything, you should have the network, right? So in that network point of view, cloud is providing the VPC and ELB and route 53, those things are there. So various services they are providing in the cloud computing point of view. So in our problem statement, right, if you want to increase the hardware size, then you can purchase more S3 buckets. Suppose if you are facing some issues in the servers, if you want to increase the memory, then you can increase the memory. If you want to uh, tune the databases, then you can use the database services in the cloud. If you want to increase the web servers, number of web services and nodes, you can use the compute services, EC2 services, you can utilize that. And if you want to monitor all these things, right, how the demand is going, how the suppose the application hit is getting increased and decreased, right, you need to increase the S3 bucket size, and you need to grow or shrink your cloud computing services, right? So you need to take the decision based on the monitoring tool. So if you see that, right, that green color screen is showing like CloudWatch. The purpose of the CloudWatch is it is watching all the services providing in the cloud environment. So it is a monitoring tool, and it's having all the logs. So you can do some customization based on your requirement, and you can set the alerts also. Suppose if your request is getting increased nearly 20,000 requests per day, means then it will give some mails or SMS or calls to you. You can set those things in this monitoring tool. So based on that alerts, you can do your business decision. Either you can increase your S3 bucket size or increase your elastic compute servers, whatever it is you want that. And another main feature of the cloud computing is you can deploy the application in various locations. So what is the plus point here? For example, you are maintaining your application servers and every all the hardware and all the servers and everything in a particular location. For example, you are keep the servers in Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata, wherever it is. In any monsoon or any natural disaster is happening in your area, then everything can't be reachable. So your application can't be reachable to your end user. Suppose you are delivering your application to the users in US, and the servers are there in India. If any monsoon or any natural disaster is happening in India, those people can't access your application. So then it will make a business loss to you. So to avoid this situation, you can deploy your application in various parts of the world. That is called disaster recovery. So you can deploy the application in US, India, Hong Kong, Africa, wherever you want that, you can just deploy that. Suppose if any natural disaster is happening in any part of the world, the application is available in various environment. So it will be available to your end user without any interruptions. Okay. And one main feature is like based on your demand, you can expand or shrink the hardware or software size. Okay. So in this final video, final screenshot, I just show that how the cloud computing environment is helpful for this particular client, and how it is helping them to resolve their business issues. Like in the on premises, the cost is getting increased, right? That hardware software cost is getting increased. But in this cloud solution point of view, the cost is getting decreased, because on demand basis they can reduce the number of hardwares and reduce the software need also, because they can take the decision immediately, and they will ask the cloud service providers, and they can reduce all these things immediately. So this is one of the main advantage in the cloud solution point of view. Thanks for watching this video. I will put more videos about the cloud computing and full stack developer also. Please watch it and share it with your friends. Please put your comments. Thanks for watching. Happy learning. Bye bye.